Hi, good afternoon everyone. If you have been celebrating Chinese New Year, today is the last day of Chinese New Year. And I wish everyone here Hong Fa Cai. Well, this is the time of the year where a lot of us has been living a very bad lifestyle. Do you agree? So we have been eating a lot, sleeping a lot, have fun a lot, and a lot of late nights that we spend with friends and family among us. So it's a very joyous occasions, and it's a time where we appreciate each other company. But at the same time, a lot of people will have very big concern about their well-being after the 2 weeks of food and sleepless nights and things like that. So that raises a very big questions about how are we taking care of health today. In those days, when I think about health, we think about doctors, we think about medications, we think about any supplements that can actually help us to regain our health. So I was brought in a family whereby my parents would just tell me, if you fall sick, just go and see a doctor. When I started to grow up, we started to realize that our health actually should be taken control by ourselves and not by anyone else. When I was 20 years ago, I came to know a science called nutritional immunology, which totally changed my life, changed my view towards health. And ladies and gentlemen, today I'm going to share with you what it is about the science of nutritional immunology. According to the WHO statistic, 20 to 35, 50,000 people died annually because of flu. 60 million died of heart attack. 60 million is half of Malaysian populations, and that is a very scary statistic. One new patient in every 30 seconds, and 1 out of 3 people will get a cancer. So if you look to your left or look to your right, if it's not your neighbors who's getting a cancer today, it might be you. And one will die of cancer every 55 seconds. Every 55 seconds. That is even worse than any terrorism in the world. Okay, 170 million people is diagnosed with diabetes, and this number is actually gaining its speed and is climbing up every year. So now that raises a very big questions. Why do we fall sick today? There is 4 major factors that cause to our people so easily fall sick nowadays. Number 1 is about air pollutions. Number 2, of course, is water pollutions. I remember those days when we have this annual attack by haze from a neighboring country because of illegal forest burning and things like that. I saw a lot of people wearing protections, wearing masks when they go out of the streets. But the big question is, does it really help or reduce or prevent us from getting sick because of the bad air pollution index? And water pollutions. Today, nowadays, you'll notice that every household, they will have their own water filter to ensure that we are consuming clean water and to make sure that we don't fall sick because of the water pollutions. But think about this, when we go out to eat, when we eat outside, right? Do we question the restaurants? Do we question those people who serve us the drinks that they are using filtered water or they are using just a tap water? I remember those days when I go to restaurants, I can see in their menu, they have even 2 categories. They have just normal spring water that will cost you maybe 50 cents Malaysian ringgit. And if you go for filtered water, it will cost you double the price. So my big question then was that if I'm only paying 50 cents for the glass of water, am I just getting a tap water, which is totally not clean? And of course, unhealthy diet. We just celebrated our Chinese New Year. Well, like I said, today is the last day of the Chinese New Year. And think about this for the past 15 days. Every meal that we consume, is all meats and is really lack of vegetables and fruits. And because of this kind of unhealthy diet, we have this big challenge, okay, to maintain our life, our health. Okay, people nowadays will only look for things, food that is that we like to eat, that is tasty, that is nice. Have you ever think of that we need a food that is good for our body, that it can nourish our own body system? Of course, last but not the least, stressful lifestyle. When our body is stressed up, our body will secrete a kind of steroid called cortisol steroid, which will suppress our immune system by 90%. So, ladies and gentlemen, what do we do when we fall sick nowadays? Very simple, okay? We will take medications. We will go for the doctor, we will ask for supplements, we will ask for any medications that can cure our body. So the medications today will only work that control the sickness, but it doesn't really cure what is happening really inside us. Now that raises a very big questions. Today, if you are not sick, does it mean that we are healthy? Today, we don't have any symptoms that we look pale, we doesn't look well. Does it mean that we're healthy inside? I have friends. There's a friend of mine, okay, big guy, and it's very jovial guy, happy-go-lucky guy. I just met him like last year in April. He came to Malaysia and we have food together. I was asking him, how's things going on with him. He was telling me, everything is great, everything is fine. He feel energetic, he feel happy, he go for annual checkup, he go for all things that can done to prevent anything from happening to him. In October, he received a letter from his doctor. He's diagnosed with final stage liver cancer. And he left us just shortly in 2 months' time. A lot of people have been telling me, Eric, I would just go for annual checkup. I would just go for anything that statistic that can show that I'm healthy. But how today, the technology today, can it really tell us that we are 100% healthy? Now, how would you rate your health from a scale from 0 to 10? Are you at a 7? Are you at an 8? Today, if you're not sick, does that mean that we are truly healthy? So these are a few examples. To our right hand side here is the healthy taste bud, and to the left hand side here is the unhealthy taste bud. So today, do we really go and look at the microscope and tell us that our taste bud look exactly on like the right hand side? The taste bud is our first level of defense to our body. Because of the food that we take every day, bacteria and viruses will easily attack us if our taste bud is not healthy. A lot of people are telling me, I can eat very spicy food. Do they know that their taste bud might have already turned unhealthy? That's why they doesn't feel the spiciness of the food that they are consuming. Next, we look at it. This is a healthy joint and an unhealthy joint. Okay, and this is a joint where people are having arthritis, which is an autoimmune disease. Okay, ask any doctor, how do I cure it? How can I make my joint back to this level? I can tell you, no one in this world can help you except for yourself, except for what you are taking to have your body to work for you, to gain back the joint that you deserve, which was the healthy joint. This is the blood vessel. On my right hand side here is the healthy blood vessel, and this one, it shows a blood vessel which has been clogged, maybe with cholesterol, maybe with fats, maybe with a lot of things, toxin that is clogging up our blood vessels. And when we have blood vessels, our blood pressure starts to climb up, okay? And what the doctor does is, it will give you a lot of blood medications to help you to expand, so that the clogged blood vessel will not be clogged again. Now, the question is, does it resolve the problem? Does it really clean up these unwanted cholesterols, excessive fats, back to this normal condition? Beside the 4 factors, air pollution, water pollution, unhealthy diet, and as well as stressful lifestyle, that cause our health to deteriorate today, there are 2 more things that actually affect our body in a daily basis. And these 2 things has been trying to attack our body, every minute, every second, even when we are sleeping. The number 1 thing, of course, is called the bacteria, okay? And the second thing, of course, is the virus. Now the virus, 90% of the sickness is related to the malfunction of the immune system. So what is the immune system? Every one of us are blessed. Now, God created us and we are blessed with this wonderful tool, this wonderful doctor in our body, which is actually the best doctor in the whole world, our own immune system. Our immune system consists of the tonsils. You can see on the graph there. We have the lymphatic nodes, the thymus, appendix, the spleen, the bone marrow. Okay, all these are our immune organs that help us to cure, to help us to improve our health. Okay, the bone marrow will actually produce a lot of white blood cells and red blood cells that will actually send it to the thymus. Well, what is the thymus? The thymus is actually a training camp, like an army camp, that can actually train our immune cell to attack different type of bacteria and viruses that is attacking our body every minute, every second. Okay, then appendix. I remember when I was young, my brother went for surgery, and then the doctor said, why don't you just remove your appendix since you are operating? Then, we are so we don't have to possess the kind of knowledge those days. Then we just agreed to the doctor and said, yeah, why not? Since let's do it. And we didn't realize that the appendix is actually one of the very important immune organs that can actually protect our guts, okay, from getting infected. Okay. So tonsils. Tonsils is also the first line of defense. If you touch on your neck here, you can feel it. Okay, the tonsils, and this one will protect us from any incoming harm of bacteria and viruses. So, if you cannot remember any of those, it's okay, no worries. All you need to do that, always remember, our immune system will do 3 things for us. Number 1, it will help us to defend. Number 2, it helps us to clean up, okay? It do a cleansing functions. Number 3, it helps us to repair. It helps us to repair our body. And let's look at in details of each of the functions of our immune system. Number 1, let's look at defense. In our body, we have 2 types, in fact 3 types of defense cell. Okay, we call it the B cell, T cell, and of course the natural killer cell, or in the short term, we call it the NK cell. Now, what does a B cell and T cell does? In a T cell, it acts like a policeman. It will actually goes around the body, look for bad guys, look for mutated cell, look for bacteria, look for viruses, and then it will inform. It will actually help to defend and kill off all these pathogens that is attacking us. Okay, what does a B cell does? Now, if any one of you heard of the thing called antibiotics, okay, anyone of you think of antibiotics before? Antibiotics actually use the philosophy of how the B cell is working for us, because in a lifetime, B cells can produce and secrete millions, gazillions of antibodies that help us to protect from any viruses and bacteria that is attacking us every minute, every second. Look at the antibiotics we have in the world today. How many types of different antibiotics there are? Okay, the last count I heard was less than 200. Less than 200, ladies and gentlemen. Can you believe that a trillion cells in a body can be protected just by using 200 different types of antibiotics? So, today we are not falling sick is one particular reason. Our T cell and our B cell is working hard for us without us even realizing it. And one thing good about B cell is that the antibodies that they produce, okay, it has memories. It can remember what kind of bacteria, what kind of virus, what kind of antibodies you need to secrete, you need to produce to protect it, to kill it off, to destroy it. And of course, on this last picture you can see here, okay, the 2 big cells here is actually a cancer cell. And the small little guy here is actually our natural killer cell, the NK cell. NK cell, when it meets up with a cancer cell or a mutated cell in the body, a good cell that has turned bad, it's mutating, it's replicating rapidly, which we call the cancer, right? And the NK cell, when it sees it, it will kiss it. It will drill a hole in the cancer cell and secrete cytokines that will destroy the cancer cell. And that is what our defense cell is doing for us. So when it meets up with a cancer cell, it will meet a big cancer cell, for example. The NK cell will call upon his alliance, his colleagues, his friends to come and attack it and destroy it. And after it's destroyed it will turn into fiber. And using our cleansing system, we will actually release it out from our body through our sweat, through our feces, and things like that. Now, we are talking about the defense system. We are talking about how our immune system is helping us to defend. Now, the other great function we have is about cleansing. How does our immune system help us to clean up the body? That a lot of unwanted things in the body. For example, we have this thing called the macrophages. Macrophages have long hands, testicles. Like, just for example, it looks like a squid. It looks like a octopus, right? So you see any foreign elements in the body, foreign things in the body that is not belongs to the body, you will actually grab it, swallow it, engulf it, and destroy it. The very good example, I can tell you how the cleansing system works. So I believe nowadays, in your home, you will have things like air condition, right? Aircon. Every year, I remember I just clean my aircon like before Chinese New Year, because this Chinese New Year is a big thing for everyone. So we need to make sure our house is clean. So I went to take out all the filters of the aircon, which I haven't touched it since the last Chinese New Year. And my goodness, it's all clogged up, it's all full of dust, it's all so dirty. Have you ever thought of the same air we are breathing in every minute, just how like our aircon does? When was the last time you take out we actually take out our lungs to clean it? We take out our nose to clean it, okay? And where does all this dust gone? It's all done by our macrophages. They help to clean up when I was sleeping, when we are working, when we are doing anything. It's doing job for us every second. Scientists once said, if it doesn't have all these macrophages in our body, one dust is enough to kill the whole human race. And these are the macrophages that is in our blood vessels. They clean up excessive cholesterol, excessive fats, unwanted things that is in the body. Why does people have clogged vessels? Why does people have high blood pressure? One of the great reasons, because the macrophages in our blood vessel is not doing enough. It's not working fast enough with the damage we are causing to it. And these are asbestos in the air that we are breathing in. Okay, that we actually, the macrophages also will actually consume it, engulf it, and destroy it. Okay, how about this age red blood cell? Okay, why does some people look very, if let's say they are 30s, but they look like they're in their 20s? Why does some people look, even they are 50 years old, or they are 20 years old, they look like they are 30, they look like 40, they look much older than their age? Because one thing, the macrophages help you to actually engulf and destroy all those unwanted or aged red blood cells. So when this cleansing system is working, he's doing his job, we will look much younger than our age. Last but not the least, one of the great functions that our immune system is helping us with is, of course, with repairing. Those days, I remember if I fall down, kids run, we fall down, and my mom used to give me a lot of those antiseptics to help me to say, you put on this ointment, you put on these medications, will help you to recover your wound. When I start to grow up, when I start to get to know about the science of nutrition, immunology, then I realized it's not the antiseptic that help us to repair, but it's because of we have something called the red pellets that help us to recover, to help us to repair any wounds. External wound, external damages, external injuries, we can use medication, we can use surgery to recover. How about damages inside the body, inside our organs? Who is doing the repairing for us? Now there you go. The blood pellets, our immune cell is doing all the hard work for us. Since we know that immune system is so important, how do we actually protect it? How do we actually nourish it? How do we actually make it even function even better so that we can gain back all our health? The number one thing, sufficient rest. Me as guilty as charged, I think for the last one week, I think I slept like averagely 4 hours a day. Because a lot of parties around for Chinese New Year occasions, a lot of gaming sessions with my friends, hang out with my friends. Sufficient rest. Scientists say it's vitally important that one must sleep 8 hours a day. 11 to 7 is one of the best times to sleep. Generation today, our Z generation, our Y generations, younger generation like us, I think we tend to sleep like what, after 12, 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock sometimes. You know, it depends on how hectic the lifestyle gets. Stable emotions. With the stressful environment today we are living in, no matter you're facing a financial stress or financial difficulties, or even just the students with all the workloads or school works that you're having, okay? How many of us can actually have a stable emotion? So when our emotion is not stable, our body tends to be weaker. Regular exercise. This is very important. A lot of friends have been telling me, oh Eric, I doesn't have time to go for exercise. This is what I've been telling them. What if just a 5 minutes exercise a day? Just a 5 minutes exercise a day, which will give you a totally transformation of your whole entire health. Balanced nutrition. Now, for the first 3 things, there's no one else can help you except yourself. I can't ask you to go to sleep. Your parents are asking you to go to sleep at 9 o'clock, 10 o'clock. But how many of us actually follow? Stable emotion. You have what you have. You feel how you feel. You decide, you make the definition about life, and that's how we get to be happier, to be more jovial. Regular exercise. I can't force you to go on the treadmill. You have to do yourself. Okay? Balanced nutrition. And that's when we come into play. That's when we can add value to your life. How many of you, how many of us can tell us exactly the food I'm taking today consists of how much of nutrition that can nourish our body entirely? Okay? But the good thing is we do have the solution for you. What is a balanced nutrition? What is the good health food we are talking here? Number 1, these are the 6 criteria, ladies and gentlemen. If you're confused about so many varieties of health food we have in the market today, how do we choose a good health food? How do we make sure that this health food, so-called health food that we are taking, these supplements that we are taking, is sufficient enough for us to actually gain back our health? Now, these 6 criteria is vitally important. Number 1, it must be a plant food. Okay? Any meat product, anything that is non-plant product, consists of a lot of excessive cholesterol, fats, and it will cause us more damages to our body. Number 2, it must be wholesome. Okay? Take an example. I believe a lot of you have heard of a thing called vitamin C. But vitamin C will not jump out or come out from an orange without going through a chemical process. Okay? Today, if you go to a pharmacy, you see a lot of display of vitamin C on the shelf. And you start to notice, oh, there's vitamin C for adults, there's vitamin C for children. And they both claim that they come from a natural source called the orange. You go to the market, do you ever ask the person who is selling you the fruits, selling you the orange, that which orange is for adults and which children is for children? You will never ask this question, right? You will just buy all the oranges, come back, put it on the table, and invite all your kids. Hey, come, children, let's have more fruits and vegetables, right? But do you ever put 2 bottles of vitamin C on the table and ask your kids to say, hey, kids, please take more vitamin pills? You will not. Because we know exactly for sure the vitamin pill is produced by human. An orange is produced by God, which is natural, which is wholesome, which inside an orange, it's not just a vitamin C, it's just not that compound of antioxidants, but it has many other beneficial nutrients inside an orange. So that's what I want to tell my friends. If you want to eat If you think you're lack of vitamin C, please eat the whole orange. Do not go and buy a vitamin pills to consume. Okay? Healthy plants. Every plant is important, but not every plant is healthy. Some plants will cause you a lot of side effects. Like marijuana is not healthy. Okay? It will give you a lot of side effects. Okay? Great varieties and quantities. Scientists' research shows every grown person in a daily basis, it must consume 15 different types of fruits and vegetables with a total 25 pounds and above. Well, unless you're an elephant, personally, I don't think I can consume that much. In my last count for the entire week, I don't think I have taken 15 different types of fruits and vegetables. Okay? Not to say 25 pounds and above, right? Number 5, it must be rich in phytochemicals, polysaccharides, and antioxidants. Now, what is phytochemicals? Phytochemicals is only available in plants, by the way. So, how good a plant is depends on how many different types of phytochemicals it has. For example, an orange. An orange has approximately 176 different types of phytochemicals. Whereby, let's say, a cactus has more than 10,000 different types of phytochemicals, which will actually nourish our immune system in a very healthy way, in a very rapid way. Okay, that is about phytochemicals. Phytochemicals is a defense system inside the plant. Okay, that protect the plants from any UV damages. So, plants is not like human. When the sun is so hot, it's so humid outside. As today in Malaysia, it was so hot that even I'm in the aircon room right now, I'm sweating. Okay, because it's just hot. Okay, and we can hide inside the aircon room in our comfort of our homes. What about plants? They're stuck there. They're stuck in the ground, whereby they can't move at all. They can't move around as and when they want it. Okay, and God gave them a great gift, all the phytochemicals that protect them from any UV damages. That's why a cactus in the desert, if you don't supply if it doesn't have any water supply for 1 year, for 2 years, I can tell you, cactus in the desert will still be alive. Okay, that's how strong a cactus can be. Polysaccharides. Polysaccharide is very important, just like I mentioned to you about natural killer cell, NK cell, which can prevent you from getting cancer. Now, what does a natural killer cell needs? That will be the polysaccharides, which in the lab will show that when you give polysaccharides to the NK cell, the activity level will goes up, just like this. Okay? Antioxidants. In our daily lifestyle, we are so prone to these free radicals going around, which is damaging our health. So antioxidant can actually balance up, can actually regain health, and help us to fight against the free radicals. Last but not least, cormic acid test. The cormic acid test is a specific test that can determine whether a plant, a particular part of the plant, can actually has any damages, any bad influence to your DNA repair. Okay, we can have fulfill all these criteria, but what the plants give you will prevent you from your DNA repair. To us, that is a bad health food. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm not sure, those of you are with us today, watching this live with Facebook, do you actually take any health supplements? Okay, or how do you choose your health supplement? Do you just based on what your friends been telling you, or this is good, or that is good, and you just buy it and consume it? Years down the road, suddenly you're diagnosed with something that is terminal, and you start to realize, oh, I was wrong. Oh, I didn't select a good health food. Now, if the health food you are consuming can fulfill all these 6 criteria, by all means, please continue taking it. Okay? If you don't know where to buy all this great health food, and today, ladies and gentlemen, we have great news for you. And the great news is because one company make a stand to produce the best health food for consumers, to help people to gain back their health, to provide them with the convenience so that they don't need to worry and confused about what kind of health food to select from. Okay, this new company was incorporated back, 8 months ago, and it has been reached out to many people and already helped many people to see significant changes and improvement to their health. And this company is called Elite. And the producer of this product for Elite Global is actually the founder of the Science of Nutritional Immunology. The founder. And she has been doing this research for the past 30 years. And dedicated her life and make a stand to ensure that whatever product that has been produced by her has undergone all the necessary tests, all the safety measurements to make sure that this product will help people to gain back their health. Is that good or good? Okay? There's not a lot of product that has been designed and built for the past 8 months, but we have 8 products, 8 major products that is enough, that is sufficient to actually help someone to maintain a balanced diet, to help them, to give them the proper nutrition that you need to maintain your life. Number 1, what we have here, the PhytoFit. Okay, PhytoFit consists of the soy. It consists of the bananas. Okay, now let's talk about soy. Soy, inside the soy, it contains a lot of phytochemicals. That is so important to our body. A lot of people have been telling me, oh, soy is not good enough. I like to eat milk. I like to drink milk. Do you know that a soy produces 2 times more meat protein for our body and gives us 3 times more egg protein, and is more than 12 times the milk we are drinking? A lot of my friends, they're still having this mindset that their babies, their newborn babies, must take a milk, okay, a cow's milk, for example, and or some infant formulas, okay. And I've seen people, especially in China, they are so desperate for milk powder and rush to the supermarkets, go to overseas, and clean up people's shelves just to buy tons and tons of milk powder back home. To me, why do we need to rely on a milk powder, which if a soy can actually give you 12 times more protein, or what is giving you just on a milk powder? Okay? Then the best thing is, for soy, is cholesterol free. And it's very rich in minerals like calcium, iron, phosphorus. And besides that, we also have a lot of polysaccharides and also antioxidants. Now, if you are confused what kind of milk product that you should be giving your kids, what kind of best milk product you should be giving them, please consider PhytoFit. This is one of the products that you can consume on a daily basis and consume it, every morning, every day. Now let's take a look at our next product. It's called the Fiber Core. Scientists said in adults, every day we need at least 25 to 30 grams of fiber. Okay? 25 to 30 grams of fiber is equivalent to almost 10 apples unskin. If today, think about this, do you consume 10 apples every day? Oh, there's one idiom that's always saying, an apple a day keeps the doctor away. Now, ladies and gentlemen, this is what I can tell you. 10 apples a day will keep your doctor away. If you're not consuming up to 10 apples a day, you know that you don't have sufficient fiber in your body. So the lack of fiber will cause constipations. How do we know if you have constipation? Do you go to your toilet every day, at the right time, at the same time, and you don't need to. You will only need to spend like 2-3 minutes in the toilet. And the 4th things, after you come out from the toilet, no one ever even know that you've actually been inside. And if you have all that, you do have sufficient fiber in your body. And if you don't, you need to rethink. Okay, do I have sufficient fiber? Which fiber is very important. Constipation can cause a lot of damages to the body. Okay, and fiber is only available in plant food. Okay, any products contains no fiber. So this is about fiber talk. Now, berry bits. Berry bit is one of the very nicely designed product which can actually help one of the biggest sickness group in this world, which is people having cardiovascular diseases, heart problem. Okay, because it nourish the liver, it nourish also the heart, it dilate the blood vessel from getting clogged, and because why? It contains of hotons. Okay, hotons is very rich in phytochemicals. Okay, and it aid up the boosting of the heart function. Okay, blueberries, again another very strong antioxidants. Okay, it contains high antioxidants that help reduce the workload of the human liver. Liver is one organ in the body that give you no sickness of pain. If you suddenly one day you felt that, oh, my liver felt painful, congratulations, final stage, cancer. Okay, and that happens, and that's exactly the example I gave you earlier on about this friend of mine. Within 6 months, he's gone. He's gone. Great friend of mine, great guy. Okay, besides that, of course, it contains raspberry and cranberry, which again give you a lot of good antioxidants in the body. Chamomile. Now, chamomile is one of the products that I believe everyone should be drinking every day. Why? Because you're breathing. Okay, if you're not breathing, no, nothing I can say. But if you're breathing, chamomile is very, very, very important. Why? Because of the air we are breathing in every day, which is so polluted, the chamomile can actually help you, okay, to actually clean up the body system. It can actually nourish all the cleansing cells inside the body to help you to get rid of all these unwanted foreign objects in the body. Inside chamomile contains of green tea, which again is a very great type of phytochemicals, which is very strong in fighting the free radicals. Jasmine, it helps you to reduce stress, okay, anxiety. It relaxes the human and the human mind. It helps you to more easier to focus. Ashitapa leaf, okay, the stem consists of chalcon. Chalcon is a type of antioxidant that helps to protect the neurons, okay, and increase the number of nerve growth factor. When you have enough consumption of ashitapa, you'll find that your memories, your stress level will actually improve a lot. Let's take a look at another great product. They call it Immunology. If you do have friends, relatives, that's already suspected or even diagnosed with cancer, please try Immunology. This can greatly help them, and it might create miracles. Personally, I have friends that contains eating Immunology and has been recovering from cancer, okay, for so many times. Now, inside Immunology, it consists of cordyceps, mycelium, the shiitake mushroom, the ABA mushroom, and of course the maitake mushroom, which polysaccharide you can only find in mushrooms, which will actually nourish your natural killer cell, which when the natural killer cell is having enough nutrients, okay, enough energy, it will actually help you to kill off all the cancer cells that you can find in your body. If it's not getting paid, guess what will happen? You just having strike and you not work again, and that's why someone will come down with a term called cancer. I remember those days, maybe in the 50s or in the 40s, cancer is such a rare thing that will happen. But today it becomes so common. And ladies and gentlemen, there's something we need to think about is our lifestyle. What are we doing today? What are we eating today that causes us to having this kind of things that's happening to us? Of course, besides that, we have cassia seeds and also blueberries that also improves the liver and the vision of our body. And blueberries, of course, again, like I said just now, is very rich in antioxidants, and it can help us to fight against free radicals. Rhapsody. If you remember just now, I was talking to you about phytochemicals. Now, phytochemicals, Rhapsody is a product that is made of cactus and it's made of this American ginseng. Cactus itself, it gives you more than 10,000 different types of phytochemicals that can help you, the body, to actually produce, what about this? Okay, when you give a lot of different types of phytochemicals to your body, your immune cell in the body will actually function and very strongly. Okay, you fight against all the bacteria and viruses. And one very important thing, it can help you to do repair. Okay, I have a lot of friends of mine that when they take a cactus juice, for example, okay, their speed of recovery after a surgery, say a brain surgery. A friend of mine went for brain surgery. After such a big operation, he has been taking a cactus juice. Okay, after 1 day of the surgery, she is able to actually sit up on the bed, talking to her friends and things like that. And it's just such a big miracle. I've seen people, a lot of friends, having terminal illnesses like cancer, by just taking a cactus juice on a daily basis, let's say 3 to 5 times a day, their health has improved so much. And even the doctor was so amazed about the speed of recovery they are undergoing. American ginseng. Okay, American ginseng is very rich in ginsenoside. Okay, it helps to fight against stress. Okay, and also it promotes the nerve regeneration factor. We call it the nerve growth factor, NGF. Okay, when you have the combinations of both cactus and American ginseng, it will boost up the immune system very, very, very fast. Ladies, this is one of the products you should not be missing. Rosy thyme, okay, and this is one of the favorite products and one of the most sellable products. Why? I have a lot of friends telling me, Eric, I don't need to be healthy. I just need to look beautiful. If you think that, that's why if you go to a pharmacy today, you'll notice that the first thing you walk in, you notice that a lot of product that tells you that, oh, this contains a lot of collagen, this I have extra collagen giving to you. Guys, ladies, everyone that's watching me today, our body itself will produce collagen if you give him enough ingredients. And what is the ingredients our body needs in order to produce collagen? One word. It's called antioxidants. If you give enough antioxidant to your body, the body itself has a function to produce the collagen that is suitable for the human body. Our human body can't take anything that is a replacement from outside collagen. Okay, and that's how the function of our body works. So inside rosy thyme, it contains a lot of cactus fruits, as well as cherry, cranberry, and rose. A rose itself is 50 times vitamin C or the antioxidants of an orange. 50 times. In other words, guys, if you were to give rose to your girlfriend, well, Valentine's is just around the corner. Today, in fact, is the Chinese New Year Valentine's Day, right? And our Valentine's 14th of February is just around the corner. If you were to give a rose to your girlfriend, hopefully she'll be happy. Give her rosy thyme. Okay, she will be even happier because she will actually become more beautiful, and you will become happier as well. So when both of you are happy, okay, your immune system will actually goes up. Okay, that's one of the cheapest solutions you can find. Okay. And last but not the least, one of the products I love the best, soy green. Because I'm the kind of person that, you know, I lead quite a busy lifestyle, and I want something very simple, very convenient, that gives me enough nutrition for the entire day that I need. Okay? To a certain extent, my wife been telling me that, hey, Eric, you should be on diet. I say, yes, I will be on diet. I will use soy green as my dietary plan. Last year, end of last year, we had these competitions, a slimming competition, when this great product, a lot of people have great testimony saying that how much of weight they have been losing because of taking this product. It's not just any losing weight, but they look healthier, they look more radiant, okay, by taking soy green. Okay, because why? Inside it contains of soy, it has the slim husk, and beside this, it have an assortment of fruits and vegetables that is more varieties than you can imagine. Okay, and the best part is it can be a meal replacement. What is better than by just taking a pack of soy grain that give you all the nutrition that you need than a plate of fried noodles, okay, which doesn't give you anything beneficial at all. So soy grain, and during that slimming contest that we had, I remember the top 8 winners of this contest, okay, has a combined weight loss of up to 120 kilograms. Ladies and gentlemen, 120 kilograms in 45 days. So today is the last day of Chinese New Year. All the excuses of good food, great food, that I need to spend time with families and relatives, all the outings, has come to a closure. It's time for us to pay back, for us to start, slim down again. Okay? So if you ever think of slimming down, and should I go for exercise, should I go for a lot of gym and swimming and running and stuff like that, or should I just stop eating anything or just breathe air and drink water? You don't need to do all that. Okay? Try soy grain. Try soy grain, 1 to 2 packets a day. Okay, it will help you to reduce your weight. So with that is the introduction of all the products that Elite Global is producing for you. And with all these 8 products, it will actually help you to nourish all your defense cell, your cleansing cell, and as well as your repair cell. Okay? Now, if you ever wonder that, wow, Eric, health supplement product is very expensive. I doesn't have sufficient fund to actually, or extra money to actually consume it. Now, this is the best part. And I keep this as the last slide because this is the best part. Why? Because the health supplement product by Elite Global is free. And why is it free? Because if you like it, you somehow or rather, you find people that actually agrees with you and this thing is good. And because of a very simple yet lucrative rebate plan that the company is giving, everyone, not only they can consume the product for free, they can actually make a lot of money by just enrolling more people to like this product, right? So, take for example, if you slim down, let's say in the next 30 days, let's say you lost 5 kilograms. I'm sure lots of friends will be asking, hey, what do you do? Have you been taking anything? Have you been running like 10 kilometers a day? When that happens, tell them, hey, I just consumed a soy grain. And they get interested, they want to slim down like how you did it, and they buy it, okay, and they enjoyed it. They start to introduce another friends. Everyone that consuming within 3 levels, what do you call by 3 levels? Say I got friends, I introduced a friend in Hong Kong, and my friend in Hong Kong introduced a friend in Australia, okay? All these people, whatever they're buying, whatever they're consuming, I will get a rebate of 10%. So, in other words, you and your friends that you introduce, with the friends that they introduce and the friends that they introduce, so long as the 10 people that's consuming the product, you are consuming for free. And the 11 people onwards, you will be making money. You will see positive income. 2017. Now, we just in the mid of February. A lot of people still having these big New Year resolutions to make more, to be wealthier, to be healthier. Why not give us a chance? Give yourself a chance. Leverage an Elite Global product as well as this marketing plan. I'm sure every one of you will be able to make your New Year resolutions become a reality. And you don't need to, 2018, you're having the same resolution like what you did in 2017, all the years before. With that, I thank you for watching. Thank you for being with us today. And I wish you a great Rooster year ahead, a great 2017. See you next time.